Hi, Megan. This is Larry Eater with RunBlogRun. I enjoyed watching you vault in Meet 1. And tell us a little bit about where you're at vaulting-wise and what you're kind of looking for upcoming.
Yeah, so we've spent the past couple meets just kind of figuring out what I need to fix technically, what's sticking from practice, what's not. And last week, actually, I jumped a little bit better than I did the week before, not height-wise, but technically. And so really, I'm looking forward to making a big jump in height this week. Hopefully, we'll know what to expect and be able to make the same changes moving forward and be a little bit more predictable. So that's the goal tomorrow is to at least take shots at 70, hopefully make it. But yeah, I think I'm definitely ready to PR. I'm in great shape and we'll see.
Now, who do you train with?
Sandy and Compton.
Oh, cool. Okay, so here's my final question for you. What have you learned about the shot put from watching Ryan?
Everything, because I knew nothing about shot put before.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. So would you ever try the shot or the hep, or what do you think?
I actually almost switched to the multi in high school before I fell in love with pole vault, but now I might try a shot just as like a funny, kind of a prank day, just like having a good time. I might try the women's shot, but nope, I would never throw a 16-pound shot. I know what my shoulders can do, and that's not it.
Respect. Well, good luck tomorrow, Megan. Nice to talk with you.
Thank you.
Here's the
Yeah,
final
for me,
question.
it was sorry.
Good.
I was going to say, for me, it's facility use because, all the schools shut down. I was driving 3 hours each way to go vault, and there's really not.
Wow.
You can't jump well when you're doing that. And so in addition to not having a schedule for meets and not really knowing what you're training for next, just not knowing where you'll be able to train, will it be nice enough outside? When you're kicked out in March in Arkansas, like you can't jump outside.
Yeah.
So it was tough early on. I think later on in quarantine, we got into a little better of a groove and found out about some meets and put together a better schedule. But early on, it was just not knowing how long it would last. Like, can you just go without jumping? What I mean? Like, what are we going to do during this time? Should I go somewhere else? Maybe go home to Hawaii or figure out how to jump here? And the closest place to jump here was in Mount Ida. So it's 3 hours from here.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
So real quick, Megan, I want to ask you one more question, then I've got one more question for Nikki too. Being a pole vaulter, so you walk onto a school campus when it's non-pandemic, right? And you want to practice the vault. Are schools open to you doing that, or do they think you're out of your mind?
Well, the pole vault world's really small. And so we just will contact whatever coach is there and ask if you could train. I mean, I wouldn't ever just show up at somebody's facility and start jumping.
Okay.
But usually if you're traveling, you can arrange something.
Cool. Megan, how would you answer that question?
I would say the same thing, although it kind of depends. Like, I would rather jump well than win and be terrible.
Yeah.
But if you can find an in between, that's great. I mean, if it's a championship meet, obviously what matters is winning or matters is placing. But in a meet like this, where there's no indoor USAs, there's no worlds, it's really more about making changes and jumping well. So if I come in last place and I PR this week, I'll be pleased.